Welcome back to a. Since I've recorded and uploaded a video, I am sorry. We took a break temporarily from the NFL and WNBA talk, but I am back because the NBA season is back. We got our first game or first two games of the regular season starting today. OKC versus Houston Rockets and the Lakers versus the Golden State Warriors. I'm excited. If you guys don't know, Lakers is my team, so I will be watching this game at 7 o'clock. I do want to go over some things. So as you know, Fred VanVleet tore his Achilles before the season started. He's out for the season. So Houston Rockets will need to fill the void with the point guards, and they're running Amen Thompson at the point guard. So their lineup, the starting lineup that they have confirmed for the first game is Amen at the 1, Kevin Durant at the 2, Jabari Smith Jr. at the 3, Alperen Şengün at the 4, and Steven Adams at the 5. So basically, they got a 6'7" guard at the 1, and then 6'11" and up. 6'11" and up. 6'11" at the 2, 6'11" at the 3, 6'11" at the 4, 6'11" at the 5. Against OKC's Shea at 6'6" at the 1, Lou Dort at probably 6'5" at the 2. I don't even know who started the 3 for them because J-Dub isn't playing, so maybe Aaron Wiggins will be playing, but he's 6'6" or something like that, 6'7" maybe at the 3. Chet 6'11", 7 feet at the 4. No, Chet's probably 7 feet, 7'1". Hartenstein 6'11" at the 5. They are wildly undersized in this matchup. OKC naturally is just undersized as is. I feel like a lot of bigs can contend with them because they don't really have that many bigs. They have decent guards though. So I'm interested to see how this is going to play out because I feel like speed wise OKC has it. They're the faster team, but I just believe that paint control, the way that the size of Houston will play a big factor in how Shea gets his points in this game. It might be a tough one for him, I don't know, but I'm believing in Shea for the most part. And I'll show that when we talk about the prize picks. But that first game is going to be really interesting. And then we got the second game of the night, Lakers versus Warriors. Going to be really good. I think we're going to smack the Warriors. No LeBron, but we should be fine. Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic, Marcus Smart, Jake LaRavia, DeAndre Ayton. We still got Rui on the roster. Probably going to trade him halfway through the season. Hopefully, I don't know. If he does good this game, we can keep him. But who knows? I'm looking just really forward to having a full healthy Luka on the roster. Healthy Luka is gonna be amazing for us. I think he's gonna average triple-double this year. He might just win MVP. Not gonna lie. I think this is it. The top 3 MVPs I would say going to be Luka, Wemby, and it's a toss-up between Jokic and Shea. I don't freaking know. I mean, there could be some potential outliers. You don't know how Donovan Mitchell is going to look this year. Maybe with Darius Garland out, he just has a very strong opening to the season, and then he continues that when Garland comes back. Sorry. There's what other options are there for MVPs that I can think of on each team? I actually don't know right now, off the top of my head, who has potential. Maybe Jaylen Brown. He can, he has to increase his production since Tatum's gonna be out for a while, so that's the thing too. I mean, I just don't really. Maybe Jalen Brunson, but I don't really see how those certain guys take that next leap and improve themselves themselves like that. But yeah, it's gonna be some very fire games today. I'm really looking forward to it. Start of the NBA season, baby. We're gonna have more coverage on that every day going forward. We talk about some NFL. So yesterday was Monday. Of course, we seen the Monday Night Football games. It was the Seattle Seahawks versus the Houston Texans. I did not watch this game at all. I actually went to go see a movie right before the game started, and I know the game was on while I was watching my movie, so I didn't really see it. I know the Seahawks won. Jackson Smith-Njigba has been fire. I mean, 8 receptions, 123 yards, 1 touchdown. Bro is always a good take for receiving yards or targets. To be completely honest, he's the best receiver on that team. He's really good. So there's not much to talk about that game. Texans suck. I don't really think many people had the Texans winning that game except Texans fans. Really crazy game was the game before that, the Buccaneers and the Lions. I say crazy because of how it played out. Because Baker needs help, bro. Like Baker has been able. If you guys really pay attention to the Bucks are what 4-2 now. What are the Buccaneers record? Buccaneers, they are 5-2 now. They are 5-2, and Baker Mayfield has been in MVP talks and conversations since for the majority of. I mean, we're in week 7 now, going into week 8, and Baker Mayfield has he has an argument for being MVP. Maybe Daniel Jones might be leading that conversation right now because the Colts are on fire, but Baker has been doing a lot and putting up like crazy numbers. He didn't have a crazy game this game, but that's because half of his team is injured. I mean, what can you really do when Mike Evans, who finally comes back after being injured the last like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, gets injured again during the game? Ibuka was still dealing with the injury, even though he played in the game. He was doubtful for majority of the week until day of, like I'm saying, hours before the game started. And Chris Godwin is out. You're just left with your second year tight end and your rookies, and it's just and second year players. I don't really think Baker had the, and then you didn't have your best guy on the team, Bucky Irvin. Bucky Irvin did not play, so your run game wasn't the same, and your pass game wasn't the same. Like you have less weapons, and it's kind of harder to beat a team like the Lions who've been playing in all cylinders together, because they got full healthy. Amon-Ra went crazy. Jahmyr Gibbs went crazy with 200 plus yards. Like, I mean, what can you fucking do? You need help. And just Baker didn't have any help in that game. But I thought it was a pretty interesting game because the Lions still didn't blow them out like I expected. It was 24-9, I think was the final score. And it was a relatively close game. Like if they would have scored, a touchdown here and there, maybe the Bucks had a chance, but all in all, they didn't do that, and that's gonna be it. So we're into week 8 with the current NFL standings being pretty interesting to me. AFC East goes Patriots with the best record in the AFC East, Bills, Dolphins, and then Jets. There's not gonna be no competition. Dolphins are 1-6, Jets are 0-7. I don't even know if the Jets are gonna get a fucking win. They don't even know if they're gonna start Justin Fields anymore. Like they're considering the backup after they just paid this guy. I don't know if it's a Justin Fields thing or it's just the team overall. Now, granted, when Aaron Rodgers was on the team last year, at least they can get a win. So maybe it is. I don't know. Because they looked decent in the opening when they went back to back with the Steelers, damn near beating them. Like they look like they could score. Now their offense just looks completely horrible. I don't really know how to explain it. Like what's going on? And the Patriots and the Bills, Patriots are clicking really well. They're on a 4-game win streak. The Bills are on a 2-game losing streak. I don't know what's happening with them. I don't know if James Cook has had an injury or something because the last couple of games he's been really bad. Like he hasn't really been taken off like that. So I expect him to do a little bit better. Ravens, I think they're not going to make the playoffs, which is crazy because I feel like at some point they were the Super Bowl favorites, either last year or this year. They were definitely the Super Bowl favorites last year, and I think people definitely have to go into the playoffs this year and maybe go into the Super Bowl. And they're 1-5. Granted, Lamar has been out. Derrick Henry can't run without him, apparently, without Lamar on the field. It just looks really bad for them. And I don't know. I don't know if Lamar Jackson's going to come back anytime soon. Let me actually look at his injury history or his injury report, injury update. Lamar, it just says will. He missed practice this week. The Ravens must put up a fight in the Bears. Oh, they're playing the Bears. It's unlikely that the Ravens will join, Lamar Jackson will join the Ravens. Oh, he had a hamstring injury. Oh, yeah, nah. That might be it for the Ravens season, I'll be honest. So, to be honest, it's kind of crazy looking at it. The Browns have contention to try to make playoffs. And they won their last game, but I really think they should put in Shedeur Sanders, bro. Like, Dylan Gabriel is not that crazy. He hasn't been putting up no numbers. He ain't doing what Jackson Dart is doing right now. So, it ain't like his starting position is just the best position to have. Like, I just think they can use an upgrade. The Bengals are maybe on the up end of a trend because of Joe Flacco going there and going crazy with 300 plus yards. 3 touchdowns, and Jamar Chase looked good again. Like, they got a quarterback over there. I don't know how long that's gonna last though, but Steelers are currently leading at the AFC North for being 4-2. I think the Steelers are gonna come out on that division. You got AFC South, Colts are 6-1. No one expected that. No one expected that, especially since like no one was like it because of the quarterback situation. You going into it, you wouldn't have known who was going to be the starting quarterback. And then when Anthony Richardson got injured in the preseason and it had to be Daniel Jones guaranteed, and Daniel Jones just took off, it's like, oh, there's no question now of who it is. And Jaguars are also 4-3 in that division. They'll probably go into the wild card. Texans, I don't think I'm making the playoffs. Titans, definitely not making the playoffs. AFC West is close as hell. 5-2 Broncos. Chargers 4-3, Chiefs 4-3, Raiders are 2-5. I don't see them going on a run. The Broncos have won 4 in a straight. That comeback that they had against the Giants is legendary. I'm not gonna lie. 33 points in one quarter is crazy. Like the Giants really sold that. So the Broncos got something going on right there. The Chargers have not been looking that good. They started off the season with 3-0, right? And then they lost their last. No, I think they started off the season 2-0. They lost one. They won the next 2 after that, and then because they're on a 1-game losing streak. They just been losing. Some of these games that they lost to the Giants. One of those games, I know that, which they felt like they shouldn't have lost. I don't know. Just the offense doesn't seem the same. Once Johnston got injured, it felt like Justin Herbert had to rely on Ladd McConkey, which is crazy to say that because he was doing that last season and it was working fine. This year, Ladd has not looked the same, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if they have a new offensive coordinator. I have no clue what's going on with the Chargers. And their defense doesn't look the same. Now, Khalil Mack did come back last game, but still, it's something. They need some improvement there. You got the Eagles with the leading the NFC East with 5-2 record. Now, the NFC East is always usually free. As well as Jackson Dart has been playing, their record is 2-5 with the Giants. I don't really see the potential to turn that around. Maybe it's possible because the Commanders are constantly dealing with injuries throughout the season. Jaden Daniels is out once again. Terry McLaurin didn't play last game. Deebo Samuel didn't play last game. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that team. They just all injury prone right now. They're 3-4. They have some time, but I don't know. The Cowboys are on an uptrend because it looked like things are going to be looking bad with them with CD being out, and then Dak just start going crazy. George Pickens start going crazy, looking like wide receiver 1, and now they're 3-3 with a tie, which that was a crazy tie against Green Bay. I'm not going to lie. They won their last game, though. CD is back. Dallas, you can look to see Dallas make the playoffs, most likely the wild card. I believe, though, the Eagles are still going to lead in the NFC East, even though their team looks completely horrible. Offensively, they look like one of the worst offensive teams. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Saquon can't run the ball no more. I don't know what's going on. I have him in my fantasy league, and motherfucker give me 5 points. Saquon Barkley, 5 fantasy points, bro. It's egregious right now. I don't know what's going on with that team. They just don't click. I don't know what it is, but they've been managing to win games every game. Like their defense is holding up, and they get them scores. Like the tush push is really saving them. And I don't know, just I feel like because that new offensive coordinator or whatever theme and scheme he's going with, I'm just not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it at all. You got the NFC North with the Packers being 4-1, the Lions being 5-2, the Bears being 4-3, and the Vikings being 3-3. That's the only division where every team has a neutral or winning record. Every other team at least has somebody with every other division at least has somebody with a losing record, or multiple teams with a losing record. But that's the only division where everybody has a even record, and it's kind of hard to determine or anticipate what's going to happen because the Bears are on a 4-game winning streak. They went from 0-2 to 4-2, so they're clicking right now. They play with the Ravens without Lamar. I can see them being 5-2 for the week. Then you got the Lions who are 5-2. Of course, the Lions are the Lions. They're gonna be good. You get the Packers who are 4-1. I mean, they had a bye week already, so they should be playing out the rest of their games. And the Vikings I don't know if they're on an uptrend. I mean, they have Carson Wentz. Like it depends on who they play. If they're going up against the Saints, I'm gonna take the Vikings or the Saints. That's basically how I'm looking at it as. But if it gets a premier team, maybe Carson Wentz can pull it out. That last game they played, even though they lost, he had a pretty decent game, and he tried it hard. I think it was against the Steelers. Was it against the Steelers? I can't remember who they played. But he did his best. The NFC South. The Buccaneers are leading the NFC South 5-2 right now, but with the current injuries they have and the momentum of the Panthers, who are 4-3 on a 3-game win streak, I can see the Panthers actually coming out of that division on top. The Buccaneers, they're just having an injury-prone season right now, and it's the worst time for it to be happening. They need a bye week. Desperately, they need a bye week because they need some time to heal up. Baker's trying, but if you don't have Bucky Irvin, Rashad White can't just run against everybody by himself. If you don't have your receivers like Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and if you don't have 100% Ed Buka, Cade Otton and Shepard are not just gonna be able to hold it down themselves. Like, they need help. They need help. And the Panthers are clicking. Bryce Young, he just got injured though. That's the problem. I believe it was an ankle injury or something. He left last game. They did manage to finish that game and pull it off with the W. And it's unfortunate because their momentum was pushing them up. Now, if Bryce Young doesn't come back fast, maybe the Falcons take their spot, because the Falcons are currently 3-3. They were on the last. They just lost their last game. But Bijan Robinson is carrying that team on his fucking back, and he's going crazy. And if you can't stop Bijan, you're usually going to lose. And they got Drake London over there too. So it's like double-edged sword. Is just depending on if Penix can get them both the ball, you know. And then the Saints, they're just dog. They're bad. Spencer Rattler shouldn't be starting for them, but I don't think they have many other options. The Saints are stupid because there's a lot of quarterbacks in this draft that are currently shining on their teams, and they have options of getting all of them. Saints should have drafted Shador. Don't have any reason as to why they didn't. Once they found out Derek Carr was retiring, you need to get a quarterback. You could have drafted a fucking quarterback, but instead you did not. For whatever reason, I mean, they're going to be one of the worst teams this year. So maybe they wait until next season to get Arch or something like that. They could be doing that. The Titans and the Saints have the same record, but the Titans already have a quarterback. Now the Jets have the worst record, but they tend to have a quarterback. Now they might draft one still, though. You never know. And then you got the NFC West. Currently, 3 teams are tied: 49ers, Seahawks, and Rams. The 49ers are shocking me. I'm not gonna lie, I bet against them damn near every week, and they've been managing to win. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Mac Jones has been looking good. I don't know if it's the system. C-Mac looks like the old C-Mac a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. Like, he had one, though. He did have a crazy game where he had like 200 scrimmage yards or whatever. So they've been looking good. The defense looks good. Mac Jones looks like he fits perfectly in the system, and they're slowly getting healthy. I don't know what happens when Brock Purdy comes back, but all the weapons are back. Everybody's healthy. And I really thought that going into the season, the 49ers were going to be struggling because they didn't have people healthy. They had injuries out the ass in their first couple of weeks, and they just lost their best defender, their guy. And for somehow they're managing to win these games, and it's really surprising me. So 49ers, you got it. Seahawks are really playing good football too. Their defense is one of the top defenses currently, and like I said, Smith-Njigba is really fucking nasty. He's going crazy. Sam Darnold's giving him the ball. Cooper Kupp is fitting in that system. They're running the ball really well too. And then you got our Rams. Of course, our Rams are really nice. Like, we're really good. Our defense has not been looking the same as I expected to be with Verse and Bobby, with Young and all them guys out there on the front. I expect more from our defense. I think we've been giving up a lot. With Puka being down, we have to play by committee now. Like, everybody has to play as a team, pull it together. Devontae Adams is still going to be our touchdown guy, our go-to guy. But at the end of the day, everybody needs to pull their weight. And the person I'm probably like the most disappointed in right now is Kyren Williams. I kind of need him to get into more of a bully mode. He hasn't been doing the greatest for me personally. From what I'm seeing, I don't really like. I need more. With Puka being out, I don't know how long Puka's going to be out for, but as long as he's out, we need to keep our head above water and make sure we secure this spot, because 5-2 with 3 different teams, it's a tough division. And then we ain't got to worry about the Cardinals. 2-5, they ain't got Kyler Murray, and even if they had Kyler Murray, he sucks. I'm sorry, Kyler Murray's trash. I don't care what people say. They're on a 5-game losing streak, by the way. Like, and Kyler Murray played in some of them games. He played in probably 3 of those games. So yeah, that's it for the NFL, man. Like I said in the beginning, NBA season starts today. I am ready. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you. Whoa. Actually, no, I'm tripping. Let's get onto the slip talk, because we got some slips that we're submitting today. If you guys want to follow, hit it for me. I got Isaiah Hartenstein under for 7.5 field goals attempted, mainly because he's running against that super big lineup. I don't think he's going to be taking a lot of them little float jump shots. If he does, then this is a testament to see the rotations for Houston Rockets. Because if they run this big lineup, how many guys are they playing in and out? They do have Steven Adams and Clint Capella. So I can see a situation where they just keep Sengun at the 4 in the entire time, which will probably limit Hartenstein shot attempts because he doesn't want to do floaters with that many guys in there, right? But this also means that Chet probably spaces the floor a lot more. Got Aaron Wiggins for 2 3-pointers. He most likely is starting in place of J-Dub, which means that Aaron Wiggins, yeah, you already know he's a shooter on that team, him or Isaiah Joe, but Aaron Wiggins usually gets more of the minutes because he shoots a lot better, and he's dropped like multiple 30-point games on that team. You got Jabari Smith for 4 field goals, man. I do think that Jabari Smith is going to have a lot of cancer shoot opportunities, or just think of dimes with KD out there at the 2. It's going to open Jabari Smith up to have a lot of opportunities of scoring in this. And you got Austin Reeves for 22.5 points on the over. My boy Austin Reeves is going to score. Luka is the highlight in the guy to watch out for, but it's really Austin Reeves who's going to be our leading scorer on this team until LeBron comes back. I think Luka's going to have to facilitate and do a lot more of that and then just scoring. And Austin Reeves just needs to go out there and put the ball in the fucking basket and ensure that you can get everybody going at the same time. So got DeAndre Ayton for 10.5 rebounds. Golden State usually rebounds up by community, but they still don't have size. And I'm gonna believe in Ayton for this one game. If he disappoints me, then it is what it is. I just hope he locks in. I imagine he can lock in. They're small naturally, get some rebounds, play aggressive. Don't let Draymond Green bully you by any means, please. Then you got Jimmy Butler for 4.5 free throws made because it's Jimmy. I don't like our Lakers defense isn't so crazy to where we're not going to foul. We're going to foul. And Jimmy is the type to foul bait a lot of players. So he's going to get his fucking free throws. I also got a 4-man. We used the Steph points right there. You see Steph for 0.5 on the discount. KD for 25.5 points. I got KD at least dropping 26 this game. Shea, I'm taking on points because he got to score. Got to if they want to win against this Houston team, which is crazy. And against Amen Thompson, he actually does really well against him. Averages like 30 against, bro. And then Luka on the PRA, 47.5. It's high, but no Bron means Luka got to do everything on the team too. So I can see that happening. Those are my picks for today. If you guys want to copy, go ahead, pause it, take it down. Y'all know I mainly bet on Prize Picks, but I do want to start incorporating other betting and sports books into this channel. I just don't put money on all of them, but eventually we're gonna start looking into other stuff. So that's gonna be it for the Slipping for the Ball Talk podcast episode today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, share it with your friends, co-workers, family. Let's build this community, man. And NBA season is starting. I am ready for it, excited for it. Check the link in the description for my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/KingSosa_. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.